Hello, hello, good morning. I'm reporting to you right now whilst being wrapped around my duvet, and whilst my duvet is wrapped around me. Um, yeah, I'm thinking about artwork, and creativity, and yeah, I don't think I've quite grasped the concepts yet because I've been stuck in being being technical about things and having a scientific temperament for so long that I've basically forgotten that creativity is an integral part of any scientific process. Even for the scientific temperament, you need to be able to think of novel solutions, which I don't think I've been able to do because all the stress that I've been taking with respect to applying for jobs or applying for PhD positions, and I think it's making me really very unhappy, and I want to stop doing that. I really, I think there's a lot that's happened that I haven't been able to process yet with respect to this exact thing that I'm describing right now. And yeah, and I really think that I need to read about creativity and, generative thoughts like creative thoughts and yeah. So here's something that I've been thinking about. I was just reading this book called Explaining Creativity by Keith Sawyer. Let me just confirm that. Yeah, Explaining Creativity, and another book called Wonder by Frank C. Keel. Frank C for C, like his middle name C, and Keel, Keil is his last name. And you know, wonder is all about wondering about causal mechanisms. It's like you're trying to establish uh, through you're not trying to you're wondering about, you're pondering on thinking about causal mechanisms that cause things. So you're basically trying to observe the world, and being wondered by it, I suppose, is all about, being in awe of something, of something causing something else that you see as a wondrous event, phenomenon. And I was just thinking about what's the use of doing that apart from the sheer, awesomeness of witnessing it, is that you get to apply it to then affect the world in a positive way after you've sort of deduced all the causal mechanisms of the world. And I think all of academia should start focusing on causal mechanisms rather than teaching knowledge as being categorized into science, social science, literature. I don't know. I think that's like a real heartbreaker for me. Was a heartbreaker for me in the sense that I wasn't exposed to the kind of creative critical thinking that you see in when you are trying to become an artist. And yeah, yeah. So that's definitely something that's been bothering me. But it's good as well because the element I don't think I would have come across this book called Wonder by Frank Keel if I were not completely absorbed into, completely monomaniacally obsessed with the sciences. Yeah, and like I was also reading this book, although I haven't really, yeah, maybe not. Um, and what else? There's also this book called Originals by Adam Grant, which I think is not very, like, it basically helps you see. I mean, again, I've not read it completely, but I think it basically helps you see where you might be underestimating your creative genius. Um, yeah, and then there was this other book by Paul Millard called The Pathless Path. That was a real page turner. That was like explained, not explained. I was able to relate to the guy. He just basically narrated his story from, from school to college to like a big consultancy firm, and then leaving that job. I've only reached halfway through the book, but yeah, it was quite, you know, the first half of the book was definitely quite relatable and enjoyable. It sort of gave me permission to think that yes, I don't need to keep doing, keep doing this thing where I'm on this particular path that's been prescribed by generations, um, the generations above me, and to sort of derail from the tracks of prestige and jump into something that feels more fulfilling rather than just something that is supposed to be meaningful just because of the institutional validation that's associated with it. Yeah. What if I were to make my YouTube channel about my journey from the inside rather than making it about something performative? So that there are two types of arts, right? There's one is performative arts, and the other is creative arts. And I think, I don't know. I mean, I think I've been engaging with life in a performative mindset for a really long time, and I think it's now time to engage with the world in a creative manner rather than a performative manner. And basing my YouTube channel basing my YouTube channel on anything other than creativity, or things that I'm generating, will probably be about performance rather than something that I created using my creativity. So lots of mention of the words creative and creativity, but yeah, I don't know.